Holly Blue Agate is the picture of authority painted in cold colours and clipped tones. Every word she speaks feels rehearsed, sharpened. Every movement is refined like a drill. The spot her gem is placed on corresponds to the occipital lobe in human anatomy, the part of the brain responsible for visual processing, spatial orientation, and recognition of colour and light, all of which carry immense symbolic weight when applied to a species whose very forms are crafted from light and colour. So what does it mean that Holly Blue's gem, the very thing that defines her identity and essence, sits right there? She's a gem who is hyper-aware of appearances, obsessed with visual hierarchy, the subtle tilt of a pearl's head, the posture of a sapphire, the uniformity of amethysts. These things matter to her. She notices them. She reads them like language. Her mind is a surveillance system. She processes visual cues and body language like data points, using them to enforce discipline and reinforce her belief in the rigid structures of gem society. And yet, paradoxically, that same placement could imply a kind of oblivion to what truly matters. She sees what is on the surface, status symbols, uniforms, roles, but remains blind to what lies beneath. She perceives form, but not soul, function, but not intent. It's no coincidence that when Sapphire and the others disrupt her neatly ordered world, she can't comprehend it. She can see rebellion, but not understand it. It doesn't compute, because her gem, her anchor, processes the world visually, but not emotionally. She's all structure and symmetry, unable to perceive the chaos of feeling, the rebellion of empathy. Gems are made of light, their forms dictated by projection and perception. Holly Blue then isn't just a controller of physical spaces, she's a controller of perception itself. She curates how things appear, how they align, how they conform. In her mind, the world should be arranged just so, the perfect lineup, perfect performance. Deviations are sloppy. They offend her worldview because they break the spatial harmony she's wired to maintain. Which brings us to spatial awareness, another function of the occipital lobe. Holly Blue navigates the zoo with the mechanical grace of someone who knows every inch of it. She exists in relation to her surroundings, using her knowledge of the space to assert control. She doesn't adapt to others, she expects them to adapt to her architecture. While her gem is positioned in a place of perception, she remains perceptually limited. What she sees, she believes. What doesn't fit, she disregards. A perfect metaphor for a gem who upholds an empire built on illusion. In a way, her gem is the prison tower's eye, watching everything, processing the scene, but never truly connecting with it. Always above, always outside, always looking, but never seeing. And that perhaps is Holly Blue Agate's greatest flaw. Not her cruelty, not her superiority complex, but her fundamental misreading of the world, rooted in a mind trained to process light, not truth. Even as the diamonds turn a new leaf and dismantle the hierarchy, burdens her. She can't move on from how things should be ideally.